All right, how's it going, everyone? This is Derek Boyko and Miguel Santiago. How's it going, Miguel?
Doing good. How about yourself, Derek?
Doing well, doing well. We're here for episode 3 of Pixelgon Live. Here
Grand
to
episode 3.
the third of our episodes, number 3 in the series, the great trilogy of Pixelgon,
Yep.
with our special guest, the Hand, which is
Oh, you're there. The hand.
always sneaking up on someone.
Yes, always. Shoot.
So, so I
I have
forgot
to
to
feed
start
it.
the
I
timer.
haven't feed it yet, so that's the problem.
Oh, that's the problem. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. You got to feed your hand. You also got to feed your head. If you listen to
Yep.
the, is it the was it the Cardinals that said
You
that?
have to feed
Zombie?
your head with your hand. So you're
Feed
trying to say,
your
Derek?
head. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But, anyways, welcome everyone. We're here for episode 3 of Pixelgon Podcast. We have a bunch of cool stuff we want to talk about today. If you're here live, you can interact with us directly. If not, if you're listening on YouTube or via audio, then you can also contact us via our Twitter or email or anything else like that. So, welcome, and we'll just jump right in. There was something very interesting to Miguel, and I also think is somewhat interesting. That's pretty brand new, coming out of Japan. It has its own anime series, and it's also getting a video game series based off of it called Yokai Watch.
Yep. Yogai Watch is actually a rave in Japan. Currently, its animated movie, the movie theater movie has been announced to be the highest grossing anime movie of all time in Japan. So it's the fever for Yokai Watch is real in Japan. So the games have been existing for at least 2 years, since 2013 in Japan. And right now they're actually up to the third of the generation. But here in the US, we're getting our first taste of the game, of the first one, at November 2. It's coming out for the Nintendo 3DS. And it's quite interesting. People are saying, "Oh, this is the new Pokemon." It is and it isn't. But what's really interesting about this game is how fucking Japanese it is. It's just crazy. If you guys have the chance, go check on the Wikipedia for the Yokai Watch and take a look at those monsters. Those things are range from, "Oh, this looks dumb," to, "Hey, this one's cool," to, "Okay, this is freaking disturbing and I won't be able to fucking sleep tonight."
So,
It's really crazy.
yeah, so this is a game by Color 5, which are the folks who made the Professor Layton games, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and Professor Layton. They also did the White Witch for PS3. This game, it was a good game. Also, Monster Hunting. I can't remember exactly the name, but also a great game. They're talented studios. I have no doubt that they can come up with a great game. In fact, they have. Again, this is not something. It's new for us white Americans,
Yeah.
and blacks and Latinos and all of them.
Us
But for the
Americans,
Japanese,
yes.
old news. Definitely old news.
So,
And the game's pretty good. It is kids oriented though.
it reminds me a lot of Pokemon for sure, mixed with some drawing aspects. A lot of the way that you fight in the game, and I'll see if I can find a video while we're talking about this, but a lot of the way that you fight is actually, it shows a symbol on the bottom screen of your 3DS, and you have to draw the symbol, and it gives you a bunch of different symbols to draw, and then once you've completed X amount of them, or you've spun something, or done some other type of mini game, then you get to do your attack. And it plays sort of like Pokemon newer gens, where it's like 3-on-3 battles, but you can also rotate the yokai you've caught around and move them around in the battle. So you can have up to technically 6 fighting on your team in one fight, which is really cool.
It is. It's definitely really cool.
So
The premise of the game, of what yokai are. So yokais are a Japanese version of a ghost. It's a different type of ghost. So basically, yokais actually come from Japan lore, which is basically these types of spirits or ghosts that usually haunt people and bring them either curses or benefits. For example, a person that might have, and I'm going to the extreme here, suicide tendencies is in Japanese lores because that person is being cursed. It's being followed by a yokai with suicidal tendencies. So
Yes.
obviously, the game is not that dark. The game is not that dark at all. It brings those yokai, those ghosts, into a more Pokemon-ish kind of style where you have to go around, so nobody can see yokais except for the main character because he has the watch that
Hmm.
can allow him to view these ghosts. So you trap the ghosts and you go around there and you use your ghost to trap more ghosts. So fucked. So you gotta catch them all. You know how it is. Buy the game, watch the TV series, buy the plushies, buy the cards because they're eventually gonna come, and that's basically how it is.
Yeah, and yokai specifically is, like you said, like a ghost or an oni. Oni's more of like a demon, but oni's a type of yokai.
Yeah.
A lot of the character designs on this are based off of um, very classic Japanese culture,
Yep.
and a lot of it actually reminds me of Goemon. If you've ever played the Goemon series,
I've not.
it's a very similar type of silliness with the designs of the enemies and such, and I can definitely dig it. I can dig it. It looks like it'll be a fun little game. It's definitely not looking to be a super challenging game necessarily, but
No. No, it is
it
a
looks
kid
like a fun
game.
little romp through a new world
Definitely.
of exploration. So something to
And
look out
yep,
for anyway.
definitely. And I'm
Yeah.
being a Pokemon fan. You know me, I'm a big Nintendo fan. I'm a big Pokemon fan. So this definitely catches my eye. I mean, I'm kind of iffy on the whole Pokemon clone thing, but the fact that this, as Manolero says, it's a level 5 game, that's different. I will definitely play a level 5 game. And if it's Pokemon oriented, even yes.
Yeah. It looks fun. It's definitely more kid oriented, but that's not a bad thing at all.
Nope.
Oh,
So
that this
watch
looks
for
so
this game,
sweet. All
guys.
right.
If you like Pokemon, if you like level 5, this is coming out, I believe, November 2. Second, for 3DS, I'm going to play it for sure. I hope you guys do too.
Yeah. So I think that's all we wanted to talk about right now. There'll be more to talk about when it comes out in the
Oh, yeah,
states here, but as you can tell, it looks like a pretty sweet game from
it
videos
does.
I'm showing.
It's level 5. It's going to be good.
So next on the agenda, we wanted to go ahead and move on to something that's kind of older news now, but actually it's quite a bit older news now, but we're
Yeah.
just getting around to it. So Shovel Knight Plague Knight DLC we wanted to talk a bit
Yeah.
about. It was a free upgrade or a free update to Shovel Knight that came out a bit ago, but it
Hmm.
involved a whole new playthrough of the Shovel Knight story, um, using Plague Knight, which is one of the bosses that you used to fight in the normal playthrough of the game.
Yeah. One of my least interesting characters, but yet good so far.
Yeah, so Shovel Knight has a bunch of interesting extra attacks that are completely different than Shovel Knights, anyways. Did I say Shovel Knight twice? I think I meant to say Plague Knight, but
I believe you do, but it's you, so I
yeah,
expect dumb shit to come out of your mouth.
I don't have a split for Derek says dumb shit. Damn. So anyway, Plague Knight, essentially, there's no shovel, so you can't bounce off of enemies like you would normally a Shovel Knight. So what you end up doing instead is throwing bombs and causing explosions to jump around. So the movement with Plague Knight is way quicker through the stage, but it's also
Yes.
way more challenging because the game is made with a shovel bouncing um,
Mechanic.
mechanic in mind. So when you have bombs instead that explode the object you're supposed to jump off of, it becomes a lot more difficult to get through the stages. So I have been playing a bit of this, and I've been having an incredibly frustrating fun time
Yeah.
trying to beat the game as Plague
That's
Knight.
exactly the best way to describe it. Frustrated fun.
So if you want to put something on my epitaph when I die, let it be, quote, "You should buy Shovel Knight," end quote.
Yeah.
That's all it needs to be said.
Shovel Knight is just a great games, and these people from Yacht Club Games just keep impressing, making me impressed of everything they can do. It's a one tough.
Yeah.
One of the thing that makes this expansion so weird when you play it is like you said, Derek. So the Plague Knight is a little bit quicker,
Mm-hmm.
and his jump mechanic is what makes it really tricky. So technically, Plague Knight has a third jump. Now, how that third jump
Yes.
works is that you hold the attack button. He starts to glow, and then when you release it, he explodes. So when he explodes, you are basically that's your third jump, and it just goes crazy from there. So if you're not having a good control of that, you can easily just land anywhere, and it's just
Yeah,
hysterical.
that's definitely been my major complaint so far, is that it's hard to control that jump. But there are upgrades to it, so you can get a explosion jump that causes you to fall slowly, which makes it a lot harder to dodge enemies, with the knockback being a giant pain in the ass in that case. You can get ones that cause you to attack either forward or downwards when you're doing that jump. So there's a lot of nice customization as to how you want to play the game as Plague Knight, which is great. So it's not like they just threw in a random character. There's a whole storyline and a whole nother game to play based off of that, and I super dig that.
Yeah, no, and you know what's the best part of all?
Hmm.
It's free. You
What?
don't
Okay,
pay
no, I'm
a
not even gonna
dime.
fake. It is free. It's good. No,
It is free. It's good. It's a completely
yeah,
new way how to play the freaking game, and Han agrees. Uh, and it's completely free. You just need to have the original game. It's fantastic.
yeah, I can dig that. They also released other free characters on different console versions we talked about
Yeah,
before, right? Like Kratos and
Kratos, and I believe one of the
Battletoads, right?
Battletoads are the
Yeah.
boss, and in the Xbox version and all that.
No, I'm excited to see what they come out with next. Every single bit of Shovel Knight has been awesome, so
Oh yeah,
I'm
and I can't wait for the
definitely looking
next part.
forward.
I love Shovel Knight. Don't get me wrong. I love Shovel Knight, but I want to see what's next for the Yacht Club games. I have a lot of faith in that developer, and I know they can do something incredible.
Yep. So we wanted to move on from Shovel Knight, but we just wanted to throw that out there. If you haven't already bought Shovel Knight, now is a good time.
Oh yeah.
And there's new content that has already been announced, but we finally got a chance to take a look at it.
Oh yeah.
Next, we wanted to throw some quick information out there. Just do a quick discussion on Street Fighter V. So Street Fighter V is actually, I don't even know if this game's out. Is it?
No,
I know
no,
nothing
not.
about Street Fighter V.
No.
How
Street
about
Fighter
you bring
Five
us in
is
on this?
coming around there. It's a new generation of
Yeah.
Street Fighter, and it's a new game that is definitely not yet out. No, it's coming.
Okay.
It's new characters are leaking every other week, and it's exciting. I mean, I'm not that into fighting games, but I do have a mountain of respect for Street Fighter. And they keep announcing. I mean, the two latest news was Zangief has been confirmed to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's favorite Russian wrestler. And now they confirm a brand new character called Laura.
Yeah, and an advertisement, dude. Hype.
Yep.
I'll
Oh
wait for
yeah,
the ad
it's
to be done.
always the same advertisements.
Man, that sucker. So yeah, so Laura is this brand new character coming to the Street Fighter universe, which is a jiu-jitsu specialist. Looks
Yep.
like it was revealed at the Brazil Game Show with some very interesting clothing, by the looks of it.
Yeah,
Which I
like
guess
always.
some people were complaining about, but
Oh, they always complain,
people always complain, I
and
guess.
most of the times are correct, and some of them are not really. Come on.
But yeah, let's take a quick look at the video here while we're chatting about it. So have you played any of the Street Fighter games? Were you into Street Fighter 4 or anything like that?
Oh, I played most of the Street Fighters. I did play a lot of 4, and I liked it. I cannot even pretend that I'm anywhere good at those
Yeah.
fucking fighting games. It's people can get so good at those stuff, and I just don't have the reflexes to be able to be that good. But the games have always been fantastic. I mean, I always love Street Fighter for its own character, not the characters in it. I mean, the character that is Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It is its own thing, and I always love it. And I do believe, I mean, Street Fighter is, to me, the quintessential fighting game, and it's because fighting games still live today is because of Street Fighter. And I always love it.
Yeah, Street Fighter definitely gives you some really action-packed games for your fighting game. And so I noticed that some people were complaining about the outfit, but just looking at the